Now let us see this example. So this part is a class, and the name of the class is fraction 1, and where it contains these methods, okay, or functions: set numerator, set denominator, get numerator, and get denominator are the members or functions of the class fraction 1. And then this part is a main part where execution begins from this part. So first your program will ask you to enter a integer value for numerator, and then it will be converted into an integer and will be assigned to I. And then your program will ask you to enter an integer value for denominator. It will be converted into an integer and will be assigned to J. Now this is the area where you are going to create. This is the line which will help us in creating an object to this class fraction 1. Okay, fraction 1, right? So fraction 1, right, is a name of the class and open brackets, right? So this is called as a default parameters. There won't be any parameters when you are creating an object in this particular example program. Okay, right. Now, whenever this line executed successfully, obj is a variable which will act as an reference to this class fraction 1. That means it obj1 along with the dot operator, it has an ability to access all these methods, right? Because all these methods are public methods, because they start with letters instead of two underscores. If these methods are started with two underscores, then they are treated as a private. So they are not like that. So we can say that they are public methods. All these methods are public. So now, okay, so by using this dot operator, right, so object and the dot operator, you are going to call a method called set numerator, okay, and a parameter I. So I is a value which is taken from the user input as a numerator. I is a numerator, so I will be passed as a parameter to this set numerator, okay, and a default variable will be passed as a parameter for all the methods, right? So what we are considering here as a self, you can make it as a this, right? So this self or this variables will help us in identifying class members, okay, or class variables. See here. So I, okay, whenever set numerator method is called by using the object of the fraction class 1, here obj, by using dot operator, then the control simply jumps to this class and searches for this method, okay. Set numerator method is available, self is a default parameter, and value I is a variable which is passed as a parameter here, and which is assigned to a variable called value, and it starts, okay, this is the method you called here, and then it starts executing this method. So in this method, or in this function definition, there is a variable which is called here, okay. The value variable is assigned to another variable called underscore underscore numerator with a default parameter self dot underscore underscore numerator. Now this underscore underscore numerator will act like a private variables to this fraction 1 class, right? So please listen carefully. Underscore underscore numerator will act like a variable class to a fraction 1 class. So this, sorry, self is a variable which is helps us in referring to a class variables. So we are using self here. self dot underscore underscore numerator, okay, is equal to value. Whatever the value is known is assigned to a class variable underscore underscore numerator, which is a private variable. And then, so after this, then obj dot set denominator of j, right? So only one parameter for the set denominator. So obj is representing to this fraction 1 class. So now the control jumps from this part to this part, okay. Set denominator, so self is a default value, and then value. So j, whatever j is known, will be assigned to a variable called value. So it enters into the definition of this function, and checks value is equal to 0. If value is equal to 0, the denominator cannot be 0, so you can't divide by 0. Since if the value is 0, then you are going to raise the exception, right? So which is a value error, right? And the value error contains a parameter called division by 0 error. So what we discussed in the exception handling classes. So then finally, if value is not equal to 0, if this is not the case, then by default it will continue its execution, it will come out, and self underscore denominator underscore underscore denominator. See here, self is a default variable which will help us in representing the variables of the class. So by using self and dot operator, you are trying to call a variable underscore underscore denominator, which will represents to a class member, and that to a class member as a private variable. Okay, it is a class member, but it is a private variable. Okay, so this kind of declaration is represented in Python because there is no need of declaring any variables like this in Python, right? See here, underscore underscore numerator. So you may get a doubt here, so why can't we represent here numerator, right? So there is no kind of representation. No, Python is not going to allow you to declare a variables without assigning some values to it. Programmatically, you are not assigning the values. The user is giving a values to this program, and the user given values were assigned to a class variables here. So in order to do that, you are using the methods like set numerator and set denominator to assign a values to private variables of a fraction 1 class underscore underscore numerator and underscore underscore denominator. So after this, the class variables were assigned with the values. Okay, user entered values. Then you are trying to display. You are trying to call. Okay, get a numerator method by using the object of fraction 1 class. Here, object of the fraction 1 class is obj. By using obj object, by using dot operator, you are trying to call a method get a numerator. Okay, so control, whenever it executes this line, so control immediately jumps to this reference, okay, that is fraction 1 class, and it searches for the method numerator get numerator. So it will go to get numerators. By default self is a parameter, okay, and then it is going to return a numerator value of the class, and the numerator value of the class is identified with the default variable self dot underscore underscore numerator, okay, identified. Then okay, so which will be returned here and which will be displayed onto the screen. Then print enter denominator is, by using obj, okay, you are going to call get a denominator, obj dot get a denominator, and then whenever it calls this method, obj calls this method, then control immediately jumps back to this fraction class and searches for the class for this definition of the function. So yes, it is defined here, and the default parameter is self. By using that self, it is going to return this function is going to return a underscore underscore denominator private variable of the fraction 1 class. Okay, so and which will be returned here and which will be displayed onto the screen. If you try to access a private variable by using obj underscore underscore numerator, so which is not possible. So accessing this kind of thing obj 1 dot underscore underscore numerator is not possible. So we'll discuss about this line again. I will tell you what this line is again. Please remember, private variables are not possible to access outside, and is only the public members can be accessible outside the class, and the methods of the class can access the private variables of the class. Okay, so the same example can be implemented with the help of a constructor like of thing or a special methods, what we'll discuss here. Okay, so now definition of the class is what we have already seen with examples. Now we can understand what the definition of the class, how defining the class. Okay, so defining class in Python. Class keyword is used to define a class, like what we have seen. And to initialize the variables of the class, there is a special method you can use that is called as an underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Okay, this is a special method what you can use to assign the variables of a class, whether the variables may be private variables or variables may be public variables. Whenever you are creating an object to certain class, at that period, a default method will be called, and the default method is an underscore underscore init underscore underscore. It is called as a special method. So not only this, there are different kinds of special methods. So what we'll discuss in the next slides. Okay? And now private variables. So private variables or private members or private methods can be defined with two underscores, preceding with two underscores. So in this example, what we have seen, underscore underscore numerator is a private variable. Underscore underscore denominator is also a private variable where they cannot be accessed outside the class. So this accessing is not possible. When you try to access this, then it is going to throw you an attribute error. Okay, so fraction object has no attribute. Okay, so underscore underscore numerator you will get, even though it is declared as a private, and if you are saying this environment is saying private members are not possible to access. So in order to give some flexibility to the programmer, private members are also accessible outside the class by using the underscore name of the class underscore underscore the private variable. Okay, object dot underscore name of the class and name of the variable. Right? So I will skip back. I will go back again to this definition of the class. Okay. See here, if you want to access the private variables, then there is a flexibility. Use the object what you created for the class and then underscore name of the class and then the private variable. Okay, so no dots here. So in this area, but after object you should use a dot operator. Okay, object dot operator, a single underscore name of the class and then private variable. Generally private variable will start with underscores, two underscores. So this is possible. Now I will execute this and we'll see what will happen. So your program will ask you to enter an integer value for the numerator. Okay, and the denominator I am entering here. So entered numerator is 10 and entered denominator is 5. So even private variable is accessible with this way. Okay, so this is a way to access a private variable. Object dot operator underscore name of the class and name of the private variable. Okay, so in directly you can't access a private variable, but directly you can't access a private variable with the help of object itself. Object dot, okay, private variable, you can't access this. So in order to access a private variable, oh, this is the way to access a private variable. So this is what he is trying to explain you. And now let us see with an example how to initialize the object at the time of its creation itself. When you are creating an object, you can initialize the object, right? So this is the example, the same example, fraction. So here, this is a special method. So in it, so this will be called whenever you are creating an object. So this is the main part of the program. So I and j are received, and this is the area where you are creating an object to the fraction class. And while you are creating an object, so I and j are passed as a parameters, and whenever this line is executed, then the control immediately shift to a special method. Okay, so these are treated as a special methods. These are called whenever an object is created to a particular class. So I and j will be passed and will be hand over to n and d. And the shelf is a default variable which will help us in accessing the members of the class. So by using shelf, you are trying to access the private members. So underscore underscore numerator. So where n value is assigned to that private variable, and d value is assigned to a private variable underscore underscore denominator. Okay, so now the object knows, right, numerator and denominator private variables with I and j values whatever you are passed. Now object is initialized with a two variables of the class numerator and denominator as a private variables. Now you are trying to call the get numerator method by using the object of the fraction class obj dot get numerator without any parameters here. Why? Because obj knows already this private members of the class, its class. So now it calculates, it goes to this get numerator method, and it is going to return a numerator value by using self dot underscore numerator is a private variable, so it is going to return that value, so it will be displayed onto the screen. So next, by using obj, you are trying to call a get denominator method, and it is going to this particular area, and it is going to return a private variable underscore underscore denominator by using self dot operator. Okay. Now I'll try to execute this and see what we'll get. So enter a numerator value. So for 10, a denominator value 5. So numerator value is 10 and denominator value is 5. It is returning onto the screen. Okay. So uh, that is about initialization. And apart from this initializations, there are other different special methods which are available in Python programming language. So some of the methods are special methods are underscore underscore str underscore underscore and underscore underscore repr underscore underscore. These are the two special methods which will help us in handling the string objects. So let us see, this is the program. So in order to understand this special methods, let us take a class. So class DEMO STR REPR is the name of the class, and you can make this class as a empty parameters like the methods, or you can remove this empty parameters, no problem. Then this class contains two functions, that is two special functions, underscore underscore repr underscore underscore, and then underscore underscore str underscore underscore, which are returning the same. Right? So repr is called, and str is called. So you create an object to this particular class. S is an object here. S is equal to demo str repr, so which is representing to the name of the class. So default parameters. So there is nothing to call. So now print of S. So object S is representing to this class. So it is going to print S underscore underscore str. So function. Okay. So this function. When print method is used, this special function underscore underscore str is called. Okay, when a shell is displaying this object, then it is going to call this special function underscore underscore reptr. So these are some special functions which are available in Python programming language. Okay, this is how they are going to work. Underscore underscore str underscore underscore method is called whenever you try to print or try to print the object of the class, then it is going to call. Whenever you are trying to execute the object of the class in Python shell directly, then it is going to call underscore underscore repr underscore underscore method. Okay. So these are some special methods and about encapsulation and object-oriented programming according to your syllabus. There is some more details we need to discuss. Okay, so we'll discuss them in the next class.